Hi everyone, welcome to channel Qtomation. In previous sessions, we have seen different type of mouse actions which we perform via ActionChains class. We have seen how to mouse hover, double click, right click, drag and drop, etc. Today we will see how we can perform keyboard actions by using ActionChains. So, while working, we perform different type of keyboard actions Excel. For example, Ctrl C, Ctrl A, Ctrl V, or any type of key which we normally press on keyboard. We can do that via automation script as well. We can use ActionChains class for keyboard actions as well. So for example, what use case we will cover is, so I will just show you one website. So I am opening this website. So this is basically online notepad kind of a thing. Now in this, what we will do, we will first locate this text area where we can type some text. So I will pass some text. For example, let's say welcome to Qtomation. After passing this text, what I will do, I want to copy this text and paste that text to next line. I want to copy all text. After copying all text, I want to paste that into next line. So what are the different actions we will perform? So first thing we will perform is controlling and selecting all the text. How we can do via keyboard? We normally do by pressing Ctrl key and then A key, Ctrl A. When we click Ctrl plus A, Ctrl A. So Ctrl A is basically select all operation. So when we select Ctrl A, it will select all the text. After that, what we will do, I want to copy that text. So I will just perform Ctrl C on the keyboard. So first we have performed Ctrl A and then we have selected all the text. And now after that we want to copy that text. So we will simply use Ctrl C. So the text will get copied. Now what is the next step? Now next step is we want to paste that text on the next line. So if you simply press enter, so to go to next line we have to press enter. The line below the present one, we want to go to next line. So we can simply press enter key. But if I directly press the enter key, what will happen? When I directly press the enter key, while that text was already selected, the text which was already selected got vanished. So I am again pressing Ctrl Z. So what we will do, we will simply copy, we will simply select all the text, then we will Ctrl C, that is copy the text, and we cannot directly press enter now. First, we have to deselect the focus from the selected text. So what I will do, we can simply press right arrow key. We can press right arrow key. So as soon as we press the right arrow key, the focus is shifted now. Now we can press enter key. So after pressing enter key, we are now in next line. And after reaching to the next line, we can simply use Ctrl V. So Ctrl V will paste that selected text. So these are the multiple actions which we perform via keyboard. Now the same thing we want to perform via automation script. So we will perform the same steps via automation script. We will see practically now. So what are the different steps we have performed? So first one is we have to open this website. After opening this website, we will select the text area and we will pass some text into it. Then we will select the text with keys, for example Ctrl A. After Ctrl A, we will copy the selected text by Ctrl C. Then we will press right arrow key to unselect the focus from selected text. That means we will simply press right arrow key. And then we can press enter to go to next line. After pressing enter, we can use Ctrl V to paste the text which was copied. Now all these steps we are going to automate by using ActionChains class in Selenium. So now I am going to PyCharm. In the PyCharm, let's create a new Python file. I am creating a new Python file. So I have created the Python file. In this Python file, let's copy some of the basic code. So I am just copying the basic code in which we are importing the Selenium WebDriver, options class and service class. We have created options class object and added experimental option detach value as true. We have also created service class object in which we are passing Chrome driver.exe file path, that is the browser driver. Then we are creating the driver instance, and in the driver instance while creating we are passing service class object and options class object, so that it will keep the browser open after the execution of script. That's what experimental option detach value as true will do. And we are passing service class object which contains browser driver path. After that we want to open the website. So I will just copy that website. So this is the URL which I am copying. I can paste that URL here. So it will launch the browser. It will open that web page. It will maximize the window, and we can simply add some implicit wait as well. So I am adding 10 seconds of implicit wait. Now after opening the website, now let's say we have opened this website. After opening this website, we want to pass some text in the text field area, input area. So now let's locate this input field area where we can pass some text. So I am finding the locator for that. If you see, this is the class attribute div class equals to this one. So I am just copying this value, or we can write the XPath here. So I am just using Control F, 2 times /* star, then I can use @class attribute equals to, I am writing the customized XPath now. So it is finding that text field where we can pass the text. So I am just copying this locator, copying this XPath, and now let's go back to PyCharm. I am just naming it as input area equals to driver.findElement by.xpath, comma, and we can provide XPath value. So it will find that input field where we can pass some text. So after locating that field, we can pass the text like this by using sendKeys method. Input area dot sendKeys, which text we want to pass, let's say welcome to channel Qtomation. So this will open that website and it will locate that input area and it will pass the text to that input field. Now after passing the input, so it will open this website and it will pass that text here, welcome to channel Qtomation. So after passing the text, what is the next item we should do? We have to select all the text. We have to select all the text by using Control A. By using Control A, we can select this text. The same action we want to perform now by using automation script. So how to do that? We have to create ActionChains class object first. ACT equal to ActionChains and in this we have to pass driver instance. After passing the driver instance, let's first import the ActionChains class. So we have imported the ActionChains class, so we have created the object for that. The first action which we are doing here is we want to select text by using control A, that is the key which we want to perform. So how to do that? So we have one method for that. So by using ActionChains class object, that is ACT dot, we want to press the key. That means we want to perform key down action. So we have one method called key down. We want to press control key first. We want to down the control key. In this we have to pass one argument like this, keys. We have to first import keys as well. After importing the keys, we can perform keys dot which key we want to press down, that is the control key. So I am just selecting control key. So it will perform key down action on control key. It will perform key down action on control key. So now we are now at this point we are simply pressing the control key which is in down position. And along with that we want to pass now, we want to press A, right? We want to pass control and A. So after pressing the control key, we want to again pass, or we want to again press key which is A basically. So I will just use act dot send keys, and which key you want to perform now? A key. So it will press the A key as well. So now action is we have pressed control key and then we have passed A key, that is the A from the keyboard, and then we have to release that control key as well. So we have pressed control key initially, we have pressed A, that is control and A, and now we want to release that control key. So for that, after releasing, so for releasing we again have one method, that is ACT dot key up, in which we have to pass again keys dot control key. So this will release the control key. So these three steps will basically press down the control key, then it will press A key and it will release the control key. So it will perform control A action, that is selecting all the text. But one step is remaining, that is ACT dot perform, because first three statement created the action but it is not pressing, it is not actually performing the action. So we have to include ACT dot perform. So it will perform control A action. So now we have selected the text. So we have selected the text. After selecting, what is the next line item? We want to copy the text. We again want to press control and C, control C. That is the action we want to perform now. So now we want to perform copy the text. We want to perform copy the selected text by using control plus C. How we can do that? Now again the same. We have to use ACT, that is the action class object, ACT dot. Again we want to use key down, and which we can pass now. So what I will do, I will just copying this. Instead of writing multiple times, I am just copying this. So ACT dot key down. Again we will use keys dot control. So it will press the control key. After that we want to pass control C. So I will, instead of A, here we can use C. And then it will release the control key by using key up method. And then act dot perform. That will perform this action. So which action we have performed now? We have selected the text. We have copied the text. The next thing which we want to do is, after selecting and copying, we want to press right arrow key. When we press the right arrow key, the focus is shifted. So we want to press right arrow key. So how we can do that is, we want to press right arrow key. So we can do that by using simply act dot send keys dot, we can see arrow down, arrow left, arrow up and arrow right. This is the right arrow key. So it will perform press key on right arrow key. After pressing the right arrow key, what is the next item we want to do? We want to go to next line by pressing enter key. So as soon as we press the enter key, we are reaching to next line. So to do that, we have to press now enter key. So again we can simply use act dot send keys dot which key we want to press, enter key. So it will perform enter key operation. So now we have performed enter key operation as well. So we are now on next line. After reaching to next line, we want to paste the text which we have copied earlier. So I want to now paste. What is the next item we want to do? We want to paste the text by Control and V. So I am just again copying this, and we want to pass the same steps again. Key down, we will key down the control key and we want to paste it. So control plus V, we use control V. Then we will release the control from the control key and we will perform the action. So now this code should, when we execute this code, it should perform all the actions which we have written. Now let's try to execute this code. So now we are running this file. It will launch the browser. It will maximize the window. We haven't used maximize window command. Yeah, we have used. See, it has already, it happened so fast. It written the first line, then it performed selection, then it copied the text, it pressed the right arrow key, and then it performed enter action, and then it pasted the text here. Now I am just closing it, and let's add some time.sleep so that we can actually see, otherwise it will happen too fast. So before this I am just adding time.sleep of 3 seconds. After pressing the time.sleep, here also I am just adding some time.sleep, let's say for 2 seconds. And now let's again execute this file. So it will launch the web browser. It will maximize the window. It will pass the text. It has selected the text automatically. It will copy the text. If you see, if it has clicked on right arrow key, it has entered, and then it will perform the paste action. I think something has gone wrong. Let me just close this window. Keys.control. Let's execute one more time. So it is launching the web browser. It will maximize the window. It has selected, it has copied, then it will press the right key. Somehow it is not pasting the content. Let's close this one more time and let's try to check the code one more time. So I am just removing this code. Now let's execute this file one more time. It is launching the web browser. yeah, this time it works. So it is pressing the enter and it is pasted the content. So this is how we can use action class object to perform these actions. Now in this code, one thing which we can do is we have created multiple statements. So this statement we can combine in one line as well. So instead of using multiple statement, what we can do, act.keyDown keys.control. After that we can simply put like this dot send keys, which will send the A. Again we can combine this like this, key up, and we can again combine like this. So it will perform the same operation as that 4 statements. Here also we can remove like this for copying the text in one line. Similarly we can use here as well for pasting the text. So this will also perform the same operation which we have done earlier. Now what I will do, I am just closing this, and now let's execute this file one more time. So it will launch the browser, it will maximize the window, it will pass the text, it will select the text, it will press the right arrow key, it will press enter, and it will paste the text one time. Now let's say again I want to press enter and again I want to paste it one more time. Again I want to press enter and I want to paste the same content in the next line as well. So how we can do that? What we will do, we will simply paste that code one more time. So after pasting it in second line, we will again do pressing enter key. So after pasting it in second line, if you again press the enter key, and then again we will press it. So I will just copying this code, I am pasting this code. So what it will do, after pasting it in second line, it will again, after that again it will press enter key, it will again paste the same content. So let's execute this file. So it will launch the web browser now. It will maximize the window, it will select the text. If you see, it pasted 2 times now. So this is the perfectly fine. So let's revise one more time. So if you want to perform keyboard action, so similarly like this we can perform any keyboard action. So what we have done here, we have created ActionChains class object, then we have used keyDown method, and in the keyDown method we have to first press the control key. So that's why we have used keys.control, and then along with the control key we are pressing A as well for control A. To selecting all the text we are using control A, and after selecting that we are again releasing the control key by using key up method. So it will release that control key, and then we have used dot perform, that will perform the action. So it will select the text by using control A. Then similarly we have copied the text by using key down, control key, and then sending C, it will perform control C. Then we are releasing the control key and we are performing the action. After selecting and copying the text, we want to press right arrow key. So we can simply use act.send keys.arrow right. So it will perform press action on right arrow key. Then we are pressing enter key by using act.send keys.enter method, keys.enter. So it will perform press action on enter key. After entering, we are again on next line we are using paste action. So by using control key press, we are passing V to perform the control V, and then we are releasing the control key, and then we are performing the action. And if you want to again go to next line, we are again going by keys.enter. It will perform enter key action, and it will paste again the content which we have copied earlier. So by using this way we can press any key on the keyboard. So this is how we have seen about how to use ActionChains class to perform various keyboard actions. So thank you for watching this video. In the coming session we will see some more interesting topic about Selenium with Python.